thank you RSPCA for the invitation here tonight. I'm Andrew. I was a part of the RSPCA Citizens Assembly on the future of animal welfare, and there's a group of us here tonight that all came together over those 6 weeks on that project. Tonight I want to quickly tell you about why I got involved, what I've learned from the process, and what I hope comes out of this. So I remember in March receiving a letter through the mail about an RSPCA Animal Futures project, and I was really surprised to see RSPCA doing this and commission a Citizens Assembly. I heard a little bit about Citizens Assemblies while I was studying a postgrad in the Netherlands, and I heard a little bit more about it when I was up in Edinburgh as well. I see this as a really courageous and brave step that the RSPCA has taken to effectively invite others, outsiders, to develop policy. And just so that you know, I'm not from the UK. I moved here in 2019. I rent, I don't have a pet, and I'm not yet a member of the RSPCA. I engage with other people's pets, and I engage with wild animals. And here's the RSPCA asking me to get involved and develop their policy. So I think that's pretty bold. And who knows what we could do. Going into this assembly, I tried to keep an open mind. I thought I had a pretty good grasp about animal welfare issues, but I quickly realised my understanding was limited and outdated, effectively frozen in time. Perhaps maybe like some of the laws. Hearing from the experts who presented to us about current and future issues around farming and technology, environment and climate, pets and breeding, and they did this in a really open and unbiased way, really opened my eyes about what is happening right now, about things that I had no idea about. And if we don't change now, what is the future going to be for animals? So we've come up with 15 Assembly recommendations, and they have really broad support from this, like more than 90% of the 44 members that were involved in the process. Again, a real surprise for me that we could come as such a diverse group and agree on this. I remember even from the first day where we couldn't come up with we couldn't make a recommendation unless we agreed that something needed to change. Now, most important, we want more knowledge and we want more information. We want these animal welfare issues to be taught appropriately at schools or school trips, when we buy and have pets, importantly where there's building and construction projects in our local environments and through public information. We want government and industry and supermarkets to support and prioritise higher welfare over farming, industrial farming, and we want interested parties to sit down and fix it. Fix labelling, support higher welfare farmers with technology and funds to make this transition. So it's a question of priorities, and we're saying that we care. We're customers, we're citizens, we're voters, and we want things to change. I've had time to reflect on my process in the Citizens Assembly, and there's some things that I really hope for. I really hope that the RSPCA continues to deepen its engagement with the public. The world is full at the moment of so many distractions, and there's a lot of noise for the RSPCA to cut through, but we support animals. I hope more organisations show the courage that the RSPCA showed in bringing citizens into something like this. These recommendations not only carry the weight of your 200-year-old organisation, but there's really broad support from us. And I hope that the government treats these recommendations with the credibility that they deserve. People in the Assembly came from all different backgrounds, abattoir workers, farmers, pet owners, non-pet owners, vegans and meat eaters. So I hope that the government listens to this like we did to each other, and finds a way to bridge the gap between not just wanting change to happen, but making this change happen.